All right, good afternoon. This is Matt Lazaro here with Lazaro Nutrition, and today our topic is a fun one. Basically, it's about whether genetics have a factor in things like obesity or being overweight or even things like diabetes. And the short answer is yes, they can, they might, but, which is a big but. And who doesn't like big butts, right? So, but check it out. But here's the thing, just because there may be some potential genetic predispositions towards some of these things that may make you more likely to develop things like diabetes, for example, it doesn't necessarily mean it's set in stone. And here's why. Through a science called epigenetics, what we know through some more recent studies is that these genes can actually be turned on or turned off. And what epigenetic science has taught us is that there's a direct influence from our environment. And what's our environment basically, right? Our environment is what we eat, what we drink, what we breathe, our sleep or lack of, and our exercise. And what they know and have discovered is that these genes that correlate with things like obesity or potentially correlate with them can be switched off with exercise and diet. And so that's one of the best things. One of the things that they talk about in epigenetic studies is that they say genetics, it loads the gun, right? But environment is what pulls the trigger. So you're going to be more likely to have the potential to develop these issues if you're creating the environment for them to actually turn on those actual genes. So that should be a pretty big relief. So just because you might have that predisposition, genetically speaking, it doesn't mean you have to be subject to it. So we don't have to worry about just making genetics pretty much an excuse for just our general health and wellness. You have a lot more control over your body, and the human body, in the sense of how it responds to its environment, is an incredible thing. So why not take the opportunity to just give it the best possible environment so you can flourish, essentially. So I hope that helps anybody that pretty much was asking about things like genetics. Or at least genetics in relation to things like your being potentially obese or anything amongst related to that. But so if you have any questions or if there's any comments, leave them below. If you found this video useful, please share it. And if you already don't follow us at Lazaro Nutrition, do so too. All right. Other than that, have a nice day.